Alright, hi, good day everyone. Today we are going to be doing CSEC Maths Paper 1, Section 6, Algebra 2025. I said to 2017, but we'll see if we have additional time. We will do till 2017, but we'll stop at 2020, right, if time runs out. So let's go ahead and start. This first one is May June 2025 paper 1 section 6, which is 21 to 26. That's 7 questions. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll have to like squint a little bit, but it says the sum of 7 numbers, 7 times the number a, and b may be written as 7 times a times b, right, would be 7ab. Right, this is a repeated question. Right, so this question, the question is 14a squared b cube over 42a cube b, and the first answer was b over 3a. The next question, it was 3 over b. This was 3a5 b cube, and this is a third a5 b3. Right? So this is the algebraic fraction, this, written in its simplest form. You need to break it down to its simplest form. So I'll just separate it by numbers and similar letters, right? So it's 14 over 42 multiplied by a squared over a cube multiplied by b3 over b. Right? 14 over 42, 14 into 14, 1, 14 into 42 is 3. Right? Then this here, bases are the same when you're dividing. That's a to the power of 2 minus 3. You'll subtract the powers. That's a to the negative 1, or 1 over a, however you want to put it. So it's 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over a multiplied by, bases are the same, and you're dividing. That's b to the power of 3 minus 1, which is b to the power of 2. So this will be multiplied by b squared over 1. So this would be b squared over 3e. Hold on. B. Is this to the power of 2? Because it does not have that option. Most likely this is b squared. Right? So this would have been to the power of 2 minus 1. So this would be b1. So this is b over 3a, so the answer is a. Alright, and that's how you would have done this question. The value of, again, a little bit blurry, so I'm just going to tell you what it is. The question says the value of 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 multiplied by 1 over 9 to the power of x, and they want to know when x is equals to negative a half. Alright, so they said the value, so they want to know to multiply this, right? So that is 3 to the power of, let's just do those things. This is 2 by minus a half plus 1, and so that would be minus a half by 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So this would be 3 to the power of 0 multiplied by 9 to the power of negative a half would be a to the negative m is equals to 1 over a to the power, right? Positive. No. This would be 1 over 9 to the negative a half is equals to 9 to the power of a half. Anything to the power of a half is the square root of 9, which is 3. Right, so that is what anything to the power of 0 is 1, so 1 by 3 is 3, so the answer is A. Right, so A would be your answer for this question. This one says 5 by 2x minus 1 is equals to 35. Make x the subject. So that's 2x minus 1 is equals to 35 divided by 5. So that's 2x minus 1 is equals to 7. Carry this across, is 2x is equal to 7 plus 1. Then x is equals to 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 4. So the answer for this one is 4. Alright. Then we go to 25, which comes back to not as blurry. The sum of two numbers is 140. So let's put A.
Which answer is it? 4, negative 4 or 4, miss?
I got positive 4, yeah, positive 4.
Okay.
Right. 25, the sum of two numbers is 140. So let me just put the two numbers as A plus B is 140. If one number is less than 10 and then if one number is less than 10, is 10 less than 2 times the other number, let me read that back. The sum of two numbers is 140. If one number is 10 less than 2 times the other, then the two numbers are, so if one number is 10 less than 2 times the other number, right, they said that one number, so let's just say A is 2 times the other number, so that is A would be 2 times B minus 10. That's what this thing here, this means, right? One number is 10 less than 2 times the other. So you times in the other number, which is 2 by B, and you're subtracting 10. So that's what A is equal to. Then the two numbers are, so first off, let's substitute this. This is 2B minus 10 plus B is equals to 140. So therefore, carry this across, that is B would be, no, 3B, because it's 2B plus B is 3B, is 150. 140 plus 10, so B is equals to 150 divided by 3, which is 50. The only one that has 50 is A. Alright, and then you could find for A, if B is 50, then A would be 2 by 50 minus 10, which is 100 minus 10, which is equal to 90. So that's how you would have gotten your answer. If you're going to work it out completely, you don't necessarily have to, but that's how you would do it, right? Given that 2 asterisk 3 is equal to 1, and 4 asterisk 7 is equal to 9, right? So they want to know what is A asterisk B. They already gave you the answer, so we're going to substitute this and see which one you're going to get 1 and 9. Right? So A is your first digit. So this is A and this is B. This is A, this is B. Let's see. 6 2s are 12. 12 minus 3. You're not getting 1, so it can't be this. 2 2s are 4 minus, that's 4 minus 3 is 1. So it does work for the first one. 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 7 is in fact 9. So the answer for this would be B. So let's just work that out. So I said that A is 2. When A is 2, B is equals to 3. So let's see if that works out well. When A is 2, B is 3, you get 1. So you have 2 squared minus 3, which is 4 minus 3, which is in fact 1. And then when A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 7, that's 4 squared minus 7, which is 16 minus 7, which is in fact 9. And you are getting 9 here. So the only answer that this works for is B. Right? And that is the end of May, June 2025. Let's look at January 2025. Right? The product of P and its reciprocal would be P multiplied by the reciprocal of P is 1 over P. Right? So the answer is D. Item 23 refers to the following diagram of a rectangle. The area of the rectangle is x squared, is in centimeters squared, is x squared. The equation that may be used to find the value of x is, so we know that area is length times breadth, right? Your length is x minus 4, and you're multiplying this by 2, right? So it would be 2 times x minus 4 would give you x squared. That is, A is your answer. Althea, Bob, and Chris collect shells. Althea has P shells. So let's put Althea is P shells. Bob has twice as many shells as Althea. So Bob has 2 multiplied by P, so Bob has 2P. And Chris has 4 more than the total number of shells that both Althea and Bob has. So Chris would be P plus 2P, and then he has 4 more than their total, plus 4. Altogether, altogether the total number of shells they have, you're going to add up P plus 2P plus P plus 2P plus 4. That's 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. P plus 4, right? First off, we have our little factorization there. So let's see if, what does 6 and 4 have in common? They have 2. 2 by what would give you 6P? 2 by 3P. And 2 by what would give you 4? That's 2. So the answer is D. 3 plus 2 over x is equals to 1. 3 plus 2 over x is equal to 1. Calculate the value of x. So you could actually put in these values in the equation. Put it in here and see which one will give you 1, and you could work with that. But I'm just going to work it out. Carry across this. This is going to be, hold on, 3. So that means this here is 3 plus what would give you 1? 3 plus minus 2 would give you 1. So 2 over x is minus 2. So therefore this one has to be negative 1. Right? So using the answers you can do that. Right? Find the value of, so they have 5 to the power of n plus 1 multiplied by 5 to the power of n plus 2 when n is negative 1. Right? So that is 5 to the power of negative 1 plus 1 multiplied by 5 to the negative 1 plus 2. That's 5 to the power of 0 multiplied by 5 to the power of 1. Right? Anything to the power of 0 is 1, and anything to the power of 1 is its base, which is 5. 1 by 5 is 5. So B is the answer. If 40 students will take 20 days to paint a wall, how many days will it take to paint the wall if 10 more students are added at the same rate? So it will take less time, right? So we know 40 students is equal to 20 days. 1 student. Now this one here, y'all, this is the time I said sometimes in the if, then, and therefore method, typically is the right hand side divided by the left hand side. But would 1 student take more time or less time to paint? If 40, it would take more time. So this is when we have to multiply. 40 multiplied by 20. 1 student would have taken 4 to the 8, it will take 800 days, right? If they added in 10 more, right, therefore 50 students would be 4 to the 8, that's 800 divided by 50, right? If 1 student takes 4 to the 8, 800 days, then 50 students should take 5 into 8, 1. Remainder 3, 5 into 36. So the answer is 16 days. And that is supposed to be how you would do this. Right? And that is the end of January 2025. Let's look at May, June 2024. Right? 2x to the power 2 multiplied by 2x to the power 3. This would be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x squared multiplied by x cubed. That's 4 multiplied by x to the power of 2 plus 3. Bases are the same, so we add the powers. That is 4x to the power of 5. Hold on, why did I put 2? It's 3. My bad. That's supposed to be 6. Alright, 6x to the power of 5. Assuming this is the answer, right? Yeah, that's the only one that could possibly be the answer. 5y minus 2 is equals to 3y plus 4. That's 5y minus 10 is equals to 3y plus 12, right? Or you could just simply substitute these and see which one would give you equal. I'm going to solve for y. That's 5y minus 3y is equals to 12 plus 10. Carry this across on this side, carry this across on that side. So you're going to get 2y is equals to 22, so y is equals to 11. So the answer is D. Or you could have simply said, okay, let's put 11 into this. 5 by 11 minus 2, 11 minus 2, 9, 10, 11 is 9, 9, 5. 45. Let's see if I'm going to get 45. 11 plus 4 is 15. 3 by 15 is in fact 45. So you could use the answers to get use the answers that are given and put it in the equations that they give you in the question to see if you would get it correct, right? 7 times the product of two numbers a and b. This is our repeated question. This is the first question you saw, which is b. Given that 3 asterisk 6 is 3 and 2 asterisk 4 is 0, then a asterisk b may be defined as, so this is a, this is b, this is a, this is b. So if I say a squared, that's 3 squared minus 6, that's 9 minus 6 was in fact 3. Let's see if it works like this. A is 2, so that's 2 squared minus 4 is 0, so the one that it works for is a, which is a squared minus b. If x is equals to negative 2, y is equals to 3, and t is equals to 3, then that is negative 2 over 3 to the power of 3, right? That would be negative 2 by negative 2 by negative 2 over 3 by 3 by 3. Or you could put negative 2 over 3 multiplied by negative 2 over 3 by negative 2 over 3, which is basically the same thing. This would be negative 8 over 27. So the answer is B. Right? 1 over 3 to the power of 2x is equals to 9. Right? If you recall, 1 over a to the power of m is equals to a to the negative m. So this would be 3 to the negative 2x is equals to 9. 9 to base 3, we want the bases to be the same. 3 to the negative 2x is equal to 3 to the power of 2. So I could say negative 2x is equals to 2. Carry this across, x is equals to 2 over negative 2. So x is equals to negative 1. Alright, so A is the answer. Or you could try it out. 3 to the power of negative 2. So that's 1 over 3 to the negative 2 is, it'll be positive. That's 3 to the positive 2. And 3 to the power 2 is 9. So you know this answer is correct. That is the end of May, June 2024. Let's look at January 2024. Megan normally saves X each month, but August she's saving 4 less than twice her usual amount in August. Okay, so X each month she saves, and in August she saves 4 less than twice her usual amount. So if she saves usually X, twice her usual amount will be 2X, and then you're minusing 4, right? So it's 2X minus 4, which is C. This one here, they gave you m asterisk n is the square root of m squared minus n squared, which means the first number is m, second number is n, and then when you solve it, this is m and this entire thing would be n. So we need to always do our brackets first, right? So that is the square root of 5 squared minus 2 squared. 5 squared, that is the square root of 25 minus 10, which is the square root of, hold on, 2 squared is 4. I don't know where I got that. 2 twos are 4. Hold on. M squared, that is... Alright, so this is the square root of 21. Right? Hold on. Looking for my pen. Right. So this is the square root of 21. So now the question becomes 5 asterisk square root of 21. So this is m and this is n. Right? So this would be 5 squared minus. Now, what you guys need to understand is if we square a square root, this is to the power of, so the square root of 21 is 21 to the power of a half. And if I square this, y'all, the half and the 2 cancels out. So this would be minus 21. So it will be the square root of 25 minus 21, which is the square root of 25 minus 1 is 4, which is equals to 2. So the answer here is A. Right? Item 23 refers to the following diagram of a trapezium. The trapezium with a height h has an area x squared centimeters squared. The height of the trapezium expressed in x's. So we know that area of a trapezium, although if you do not know it, y'all, it is found in the formula sheet, which is given a half a plus b by your height. Right? They tell you x squared is equals to a half. The two a and b is your two parallel sides. That's 2 plus x minus 4 times h. Thus x squared is equals to a half by x minus 2. If we group it together, you'll get minus 4 plus 2, which is minus 2. Right? Then, if I multiply this, it's going to be x squared is equal to x minus 2 over 2 by h. If I carry this multiply across, it's going to be divide. Yeah. So this is going to be x squared divided by x minus 2 over 2, which is equals to h. When you're dividing, just put this over 1 to make your life easier. That'll be x squared multiplied, this is flipped as 2 over x minus 2. So it will be, put this over 1, x squared by 2 is 2x squared over x minus 2. So the answer is A. And that's how you will do this question. That's what h will be equal to. Let's do this one. 3 minus x minus 2 will be 3 minus x plus 2, because a minus and a plus is a minus and a minus and minus is a plus. That would be 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 minus x. So C. This one here, we did this question. No, we didn't. 5 to the power of n plus 1 multiplied by 5 to the power of n plus 2. Base is the same, so we add up powers. That's 5 to the power of n plus 1 plus n plus 2. That's 5 to the power of 2n plus 3. So B is the answer. I think this was a repeated question and we got 11, right? 11 minus 2 is 9, so this would have been 45. And then 11 plus 4 is 15. And 3 multiplied by 15 is 45. So you know that the answer is 11. And that is the end of January 2024. Let's look at May and June 2024. 7 times the product of two numbers A and B. We did that. This one here, 1 over 2x plus 1 over 3x. When you're finding the LCM, we just simply multiply it, right? That's 2 3s are 6, x squared. Hold on. Let's make that a little bit simpler. It would be over 2x multiplied by 3x. 2x into 2x multiplied by 3x is 3x. 3x into 2x multiplied by 3x is 2x. So you will get 3x plus 2x is 3, 4, 5. That's 5x over 6x squared. So that would be, right, which 5 multiplied by x over 6 multiplied by x squared. This cancels out this cancels out this 1, and this would be x. So that's how we have the answer 5 over 6x. What is the value of x squared minus 3y over xy? So, and x is 4, y is 2. That's 4 squared minus 3 by 2 over 4 by 2. 4 by 2. That's 16 minus 3 2s are 6. That's 10. Over 4 2s are 8. Right? 10, 8 could go in. Well, this is divisible by 2. This is divisible by 2. You'll get 5 over 4. 4 could go into 5, 1 and a quarter. Did I do something wrong? Or is this plus? So when I look back at the question, this is in fact, although I'm not seeing it, is in fact plus here. So it would be 6 plus 16 is, let me just erase that 10 over 2. 6 plus 16, 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2, that's 22 over 8, divisible by 2, divisible by 2, you'll get 11 over 4, 4 could go into 11 2 times, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11, 2 and 3/4 is the answer, so the answer for this is D. This one here, I believe is a repeated question. You would have gotten 4, I believe, is the answer, but let's check it out. 5 by 2x minus 1 is equal to 35. Carry across, multiply by 5. That's 2x minus 1 is 7. Carry this across. That's 2x is equals to 8. So x would be 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Right? Number 25, John has x marbles. John is equals to x. Max has twice as many marbles as John. So Max has 2x. Max gives John 5 of his marbles. So Max gives John 5. So he has now 5 and he has now minus 5. How many marbles does John have now? John would now have x plus 5. This again, I'm going to try B. I'm not sure if this is a repeated question. Let's see. 3. So this is A, this is B, and this is A, and this is B. You have to substitute these values into these equations and see which one would be correct. So you typically, with all we saw, the answer was A squared minus B. But let's see. That's 3 squared minus 6. 3 squared is 9. Minus 6 is 3. So we know not this one. Then we have 6 by 3. I'm trying this one. 6 3s are 18. 18 minus 6 is in fact 12. Right? Then let's try the next one. We have 6 by 2 minus 5. 6 2s are 12. 12 minus 5 is not 9. Hold on. 9, 10, 11, 12. Is in fact 7. Right? So I know it is not this one. Then let's see. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Then 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So I know the answer here is D. And that is the end of May, June 2023. Let's look at January 2023. The product of 2p over 3 and its reciprocal is 3 over 2p. We just flip it around. So that's 2p over 3 and then 3. 2p over 3 and 3 over... So this one here is 2p over 3 over... So that will be C. I believe number 22 is a repeated question. You had to find the area of that rectangle, multiply 2 by x minus 4 and equal to x squared. So this was C, right? So this one here is A. Althea saves x each month, but in June she saves 4, more than twice her usual amount. So June would be 2 times x plus 4. So that would be D. Anybody seeing that question? Right, so this question is 3 plus x over 2 is equal to 1. Solve for x. I think we did this already, yeah? But let's, this was -2, I believe. So let's just check and see. We have 3 plus x over, oh no, I don't have that option. X over 2 is equal to 1. What we know is 3 plus what would give you 1? 3 plus -2. So this here has to be x over 2 has to be -2. So therefore, if I carry this across, so x would be -2 times 2. So the answer is B, -4. Right? This is a repeated question, I believe. 5 to the power of n plus 1 multiplied by 5 to the power of n plus 2 would be 5 to the power of n plus 1 plus 2, which is 2n plus 3, which is B. A asterisk B is a squared plus b squared. The value of, so this is A and this is B. And then when we're doing both of them, this would be A and this would be B. So let's do the bracket first. So A asterisk B is a squared plus b squared. If I want to do 3 asterisk 4, it will be 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 4 squared is 16. 9 and 16 is 25, right? Right. And then we have the bracket is A. So A is 25 and B is 2. So it'll be 25 squared plus 2 squared, which is A. And that is the end of January 2020. No, May-June 2023. Let's look at, not May-June. That is the end of January 2023. Now we're going to do May-June 2022, paper 1, section 6. Right? This is a repeated question. This is 3 by x squared by 2 by x cubed. That's 3 2s are 6 by x squared by x cubed. When your bases are the same and you're multiplying, you add your powers. 2 plus 3 is 5. So it'll be 6 x to the power 5. This is a repeated question. I believe the answer was 4. Well, let's do it. That would be 5 by 2x minus 1 is equals to 35. This would be 2x minus 1 is equals to 35 divided by 5, which is 7. X would be 7 plus 1 over 2. I'm just doing everything one time because we did this question like 3 or 4 times, right? This would be 4. Right? Yeah, so the answer is 4. Number 23, when twice a certain number is subtracted from 7. So when 2 times a certain number, so 2a minus from 7. So it will be 7 minus 2a. The result is equal to, you're multiplying it by 3. The answer is 33. So they said when twice a certain number, so 2a is subtracted from 7, so 7 minus 2a, the result is multiplied by 3, so you're multiplying it by 3, and the answer is 33. What is the original number? You can put these values in here and see, right? So, but I have 7 minus 2a is 33 divided by 3, which is equals to 11. Then 7 minus 2a is 11. Carry this across. That is 7 is equals to 11 plus 2a. Carry this across. That's 7 minus 11 is equals to 2a. 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's minus 4 is equals to 2a. So a is equals to minus 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2. So the answer is B. Is this a repeated question? I believe this was a repeated question. It was not this one. It was a next one. I believe it was D. Let's try D first, right? So that is 3 times 2 plus 6. That's 6 plus 6 is 12. And then 2 times 2 plus 5 is 4 plus 5, which is 9. Which is in fact D. So D is the answer. Right? This was it a repeated question? I believe so. X was negative 2 over 3 to the power of, oh no, this was not a repeated question. This was something similar to it. So this would be negative 2 by negative 2 over 3 by 3, which is 4 over 9. So it would be B. Alright? Let's look at this question. Your bases must be the same. So you see this 9 have to turn to 3. So you have to think about 3 to the power of what is 9? 3 to the power of 2. So this would be 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of 2 by 3 to the power of x. When your bases are the same and you're multiplying, what do we do with the powers? You add your powers. So that's 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 is equals to 3 to the power of 2 plus x. Right, so you could say 2x plus 1 is equals to 2 plus x. Carry this across, carry this across. So you have 2x minus x is equals to 2 minus 1. So that's x is equal to 1. So the answer would be C. Or you could just simply put it in, right? 3 to the power of 2 by 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 to the power of 3 is equals to 9 multiplied by 3 to the power of 1, which is 27. And this is also 27. So instead of doing all of this, you could have just simply taken the answers and put it where x is equal to and see which one would make them equal. Alright? That is the end of May, June 2022. Let's look at January 2022. This is a repeated question. She saved for more than twice her usual amount and she saved x each month. This was 2x plus 4. This here, I believe, did I make a mistake? No, I didn't. Right, so this was the square root of 5 squared minus 2 squared, which is 25 minus 4. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. This is a repeated question. Hold on. Okay. It is not 5 squared. It is 5 cubed, which is in fact 125, right? Which is square root of 121, which is equals to 11. Did you guys get that one? That answer? Somebody was trying to tell me the answer. Did you guys get this? Yeah? Alright. Let's look at this one. They want to know the height. This is a repeated question, but let's... No, they just want to know what would the answer would be. So it was something similar to this. Right? So it was a half. Area of a triangle is a half. A plus B times your height, which is a half. A and B are your two parallel sides. That's 2 plus x minus 4 times your height is equals to x squared. So that's a half by x minus 2 times your height is x squared. Do they have that? No, they don't. Oh, you multiply. Now, remember, multiplication is commutative, meaning it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply, you'll get the same answer. So I could have said a half by h, which is h over a half, by x minus 2 is x squared. So that's how I got A as my answer. Alright? Minus 2q minus 3q is positive 2q minus 3q would be minus q. So the answer is C. I think we just now did this question. Not was n plus n is 2 and 2n plus 3, so it'll be B. When bases are the same, when you multiply, you add your powers, right? This I believe we did, and we got, was it 11? But let's check and see. Well, let's check it here. That's 11 minus 2 is 9. 9? Yeah. That's 45 minus 3 by 15. So that's 45 minus 45, which is in fact 0. So the answer is 11. I think this is a different variation of the question, but the answer is 11. Again, don't just be like, my memory tells me is 11. Always check back to see, right? It does not take you less than, it takes you less than a minute to do the question. Alright, that is the end of January 2022. Let's do May, June 2021. 1 over 5x plus 2 over 3x. You find the LCD, which is 5x multiplied by 3x. This will be multiplied by 3x because 5x could go into this 3x times. This could go multiplied by 5x. So it'll be 3x plus 10x, which is 13x over 5 3s are 15. X squared, the x's cancel out each other, so you'll get 13 over 15x, which is D. 7 times the product of two numbers A, B, that's A. That's a repeated question. This was a repeated question. I believe the answer was D, but let's check and see. That's 4 squared plus 3 2s are 6 plus 4 2s are 8. You'll get 16 plus 6 is 22 over 8. I divide this by 4. No, divide this by 2. Divide this by 2. You'll get 11 over 4. 4 could go into 11. 2 times remainder 3 over 4. Right? This question is a repeated question. The answer was D. Well, not D. The answer was 4. Right? And you can check it. 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 5s are 35. This one, how many marbles does John have now? John has X marbles. Max has twice as many. Max gives John 5. So that is 5 plus his X, which would be B. This one here, this is A is equals to 3. AB is equals to 6. So if I wanted to, so this is 3 by B is equals to 6. So B is equals to 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So this would be 3 squared minus 2 squared. 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 4, which is 5. C is the answer. That's the end of May, June 2021. Let's look at January 2021. That is P, the product of a number P, and its reciprocal is P multiplied by 1 over P, which would be C. This is the next repeated question. 2 by 4 minus x is equals to x squared is the answer. 4 more than her usual amount. That would be 2x plus 4. This is a repeated question. I believe it was minus 1. Is it? 3 plus 2 over x is equals to 1. To get x, that's 3 plus negative 2 will give you 1. So 2 over negative 1 will give you negative 2. So the answer is negative 1. Right, this is the next repeated question. Is 2x plus 3. 5 to the power 2x plus 3. This is a repeated question. This was 11. Yeah. And that's the end of January 2021. Let's look at January 2020. Because the bases are the same, you simply add the powers, add the numerators. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 over 5x. Denominators always stay the same, okay? When adding or subtracting, unless you find the LCM or LCD. So it'll be 6 over 5x. This one here, this is M and this is N. So they said 5 multiplied by 2 minus 2 squared, that is the square root of 5 2s are 10 minus 4 square root of, what did I do wrong here? 5 2s are 10 minus 2 2s are 4. So I made a mistake in this. This is m to the power of 3. Because when I was doing this, I typed it down. So let's just fix that up. M to the power of 3. Right? So this would be, I believe this is a repeated question as well. Was it 11? Because you would have gotten 5 cubed minus 2 squared, 125 minus 4, which is 121. Square root of 121 is 11. So yes. Right? This one is, no, it is not a repeated question. Let's look at this. Number 24 is a repeated question. But let's look at number 23. That is 3x minus 3 is minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 7. Group like terms, that's 3x minus 2x, 3x minus 2x minus 3 plus 1 is equals to 7. So you have x minus 2 is equals to 7. You carry this across. X will be 7, 8, 9. 9 is the answer. So D is the answer for this one. This one here, it would have been 2p minus 3, no, 2q minus 3q is negative q. Right? This one here, I believe is a repeated question. We have 4 squared plus 6. Is it? It's not. 4 squared is 16. No, 16 plus 6 over 4 over 8. Yeah, this is a repeated question. What if I make P the subject and I carry across divide by 5, I'll turn to multiply by 5. So so P would be 20 multiplied by 5, which is D. Right? And that's the end of January 2020. Right, so now we're going to do May, June 2019, paper 1, section 6, number 21 to 23. This was was it? 1 over 5x plus 2 over 3x. LCM here is 5x multiplied by 3x. So you multiply this by 3x because 5x go into this 3x time. Multiplied by 5x here. You have 3x plus 10x is 13x over 15x squared, which is C. They just didn't reduce it. 5 is added to a certain number. So 5 is added to E. The result is multiplied by 3. This will give you 27. So 5 plus A is equals to 27 divided by 3. I can already see the answer is 4, but let's do it out. 5 plus A is equals to 9. So A would be 9 minus 5. So A is equals to 4. So, alright. What is the value? This is a repeated question, 2 3/4. If x is an integer that satisfies the inequality, 2x is more than 4 but less than or equal to 6. What they wanted x to be, instead of 2x they wanted x, so you divide the entire thing by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2x divided by 2 is x, and 6 divided, so the answer would be A. Right? The sum of two positive numbers p and q is 32. So p plus q is equals to 32. Your difference, p minus q, is 12. What is the smaller number? This is a simultaneous equation. So we'll subtract this, cancel out this. I would get 2q is equals to 20, right? 32 minus, 32 minus 12 is 20, so q is equals to 10. So if q is equals to 10, right, if this is equal to 10, then this here would have to be equal to 12. No, would have to be equal to 22. So a smaller number would be 10. Right? If your bases are the same, you add your powers. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and 3 2s are 6, so the answer is B. That's the end of May, June 2019. Let's look at January 2019. The product of this is 2 negative, so you have to get a positive. And when you're multiplying, 2 by 3 is 6, so the answer is D. 6 is divided. 6 is added to a number, E. And the sum, well, they call it X, so let's put X, right? 6 is added to a number, and the sum is divided by 3. The result is 4. So 6 plus X divided by 3 is equals to 4. That's B. Althea, she saves 4. This is a repeated question, so it's 2X plus 4, right? This is another repeated question. We know that A is negative 1. This is a repeated question. D is 2 and 2/3. This, if we break it down, you'll get negative 2x plus 4, no, plus 8, 4 2s are 8. We're looking for this, which is B. That's the end of January 2019. Let's look at May, June 2018. This is a repeated question. It was 13 over 15x squared. This is a repeated question. D4, right? 3x squared multiplied by 2x squared should give you 6x. Hold on, this is very blue. Right, so this question is 3x squared multiplied by 2x cubed, right? That would be 6x to the power of 5, which is, I believe that's A. Given that 3 asterisk 6 is equals to 12, and 2 asterisk 5 is equal to 9, then A, B may be defined as, so you're using, there are 2 answers. It can either be this one or this one. So we're going to check those 2, right? So we have 3 squared minus 6, not this one. Right, let's check this out. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So the answer is D. When 8 is subtracted from a certain number, the result will be multiplied by 21. The result is multiplied by 3. The answer is 21. 8 is subtracted from a certain number. The result is multiplied by 3, giving you 21. So x minus 8 is equal to 21. 21 divided by 3, which is 7. Carry this across, thus x is equals to 7, 7, 14, 15. So the answer is D. Right? This is a repeated question. The only one that has changed is t is 2. So that is minus 2 over 3 to the power of 2 is 4 to the power of 9 over 9, which is B. That is the end of May, June 2018. Let's look at January 2018. 15p plus 55q minus 3 2s are 6, 6p plus 4 2s are 8, not 8, minus 8q, right? We have 15 minus 6 is 9, so you have 9p, and then 55 minus 8 is 47. So the answer is E. This one we did already. I believe we got minus q. We have positive 2q minus 3q would be negative 9q. This one here, bases are the same, so the powers, if we're dividing, you minus the powers. 6 minus 2 is 4, so the answer is B. This one is a repeated question. If you make p the subject, you carry across, divide by 5, which tends to multiply by 5. So the answer is D. When 7 is added to a certain number, added to 3 times a certain number. So 7 is added to 3 times a certain number, 3e. Right? Or to a certain number n. Right? The result is equal to 22. So 3n plus 7 is equal to 22 is C. 36 men can paint. So 36 men is 25 days to paint. How long will it take? How many days will it take 15 men to paint the mall? As we know, it should take less days. It should take more days. Sorry. because it's occupation, right? So if 36 men is 25, then one man would be 25 multiplied by 36, which is, you add two zeros and divide by 4. It's supposed to be 900. 25 multiplied by 36 is 900. So one man would take 900 days. So 15 men would be 900 days divided by 15, which is 60. It'll be 60. Alright, let's look at number 29. This is a repeated question, 2 3/4. Right, this is a repeated question. They ask you, it'll be h over 2 by x minus 2 is equals to x squared. That's this one here. I believe the answer was 9, if I'm not mistaken, but let's do it. 3 by 9 minus 1 minus 2 by 9 minus 1 is equals to 7. 9 3s are 20. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 3s are 9. 8 3s are 24. Minus 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 2s are 16. 24 minus 16. Oh, okay. 8 3s are 24. Let's do this question. Hold on. Because I was guessing answers here. Alright, let's do this one. That is 3x minus 3 minus 2x plus 2 is equals to 7. So it would be x minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 is equals to 7. So x is equals to 7 plus 1. So x is equals to 8. So the answer here is 8. Alright, then let's look at May, June 2017, 23 to 31. 7 times the product of two numbers AB is 7AB. This one you had to divide throughout by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So it would be this. The signs would not change. So it would be A. The coefficient of x in expansion is, let's multiply. That's x by x minus 1 plus 3 by x minus 1. That's x squared minus x plus 3x minus 3. That would be negative 2. So that's x squared minus 2x, no, plus 2x minus 3, which would be 2, would be your answer. Because 3 minus 1 is 2. This one here, 3 2s are 6, and you add the powers, x to the power of 5. Right, this one here, p is equals to negative 2 cubed over 2 minus 2. That is negative 8 over 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 could go into 8 negative 2 times, so A is the answer. This one here, this is A and this is B. This would be 7 over 28 minus 1. 7 over 28. 7 could go into 7. 1. 7 could go into 28. 7 4s are 28. So that's a quarter minus 1, which is negative 3/4. So the answer here is A. This one is a repeated question. The answer here is 4. John has X marbles. Max has twice as many marbles as John. Max gives John X 5 of his marbles. How many marbles does John have now? He gives him 5, so is X plus 5. Oh shucks, not the last one. When 8 is subtracted from a certain number, when 8 is subtracted from a certain number, so that's x minus 8 multiplied by 3 is equals to 21. That is x minus 8 is equal to 7. So because 21 divided by 3 is 7, right? Carry this across. X would be 7 plus 8, which is equals to 15. This is a repeated question. Now that is the end of May, June 2017. Let's look at January 2017. When we're adding bases are the same, so you don't change it. You just add 4 and 2, which is 6 over 5x, which is this. This one here, divide throughout by 2. So you'll get 3 x and 4, 3x and 4, that's this one here. This one is a repeated question, 2 3/4. This one is this is a repeated question, is minus 2x plus 8, which is B. This one here, that's the square root of 5 squared minus 3 squared. 5 5s are 25 minus 9 square root of, that is 16. Square root of 16 is 4, so the answer is B. James saves X each month, but in March he saves 5 less than twice his usual amount. So therefore this is 2x, and he saves 5 less, so that is 2x minus 5, which is D. Next one here, I think this here, when we did it, was 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. But let's check and see. 3 by 8 minus 1 is 7. Minus 2 by 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 3s are 21 minus 14 is in fact 7. So you know that x is equal to 8, and 8 minus 1 is 7. So the answer is B. Right? 8a squared is 8a by 8a, which is 8 8s are 64. A by a is a squared, so 64a squared. Last one. When your bases are the same and you're dividing, you subtract the powers. 6 minus 2 is 4. So B is your answer. So it will be 2 to the power 6 minus 2, which is 2 to the power 4. And that is the end of section 6 algebra. Yeah, section 6 algebra from 2025 straight down to 2017.